Hello everyone and welcome to the Green Man channel. Hope you're doing good and well. So it's time for another one of my CD update videos that I like to do now and then on the channel. And this time I've got 8 CDs to talk about. All of these CDs I got over Christmas, either as gifts. A couple of them actually ordered over Amazon, and then 3 actually got in a music store in HMV in London in Oxford Street. So I'm excited to talk about all of these CDs. I'm going to sort of show off the artwork on the CDs, which is why I flipped the phone image round from what it usually is. So it's why I kind of look the wrong way round, but it means the CDs and the album art will show the right way round, which is kind of why I kind of want to do it this way for this video. So obviously I'm going to talk about each one of these in turn. These are all kind of bands and albums I have talked about, or most of them I have talked about quite recently on the channel. But yeah, some of these albums were on my year-end list, for example. Others are going a bit further back in time for 1 or 2 classic bands here as well. So let's kick things off with my first choice here, my first CD rather, which is Frozen Crown. And this is Call of the North, their 4th studio album. So I'm going to show the front cover there. What great artwork here we got for this one. Okay, on the back of the CD cover, you've got the band members. At this time, they had 5 band members. Obviously, for War Hearts, their most recent release, they've got 6. And this one was released in 2023. What a lot of people say is their favourite Frozen Crown album, I think. I'm still getting to know them a little bit, but this is a great record. Possibly better even, I think, than War Hearts last year, which was on my end-of-year list. This one's got sort of 3 panels there on the inside. You've got the CD in the middle there, more artwork here on the right, and you've also got some description, I think, which you probably can't read even if I hold this close up here. It's a sort of bit about the story, I think, behind the album there. Then I'm going to take out the CD booklet because I think this shows each of the band members alongside some lyrics. So to start with, we've got Jade's there, the singer. There she is. Next up, we've got Niso Tomasini on drums. There you go. Next up, you've got Fabio the Bellomo on lead and rhythm guitar. Okay. Next up, I think we've got the bassist yet, Francesco Zoff. There he is. And last up, we've got Federico Mondelli. Guitars, backing vocals, keyboards on this album. I think he's great. He's in 1 or 2 other projects I like as well. He's, I think, really, really talented. So let's put that booklet away and move on to the next CD, I guess. Well, actually, let me talk about a couple of my favourite tracks on this as well. I really like Victorious, Love Now or Never. Legion's another good song on this record too. That's Frozen Crown, Call of the North. Next, I'm going to talk about an album which was on my year-end list. It was at number 16 for my albums of the year last year. This is Divenial Verdict, and this is their album Blessing of Despair. I got this, I think this was an Amazon order for me, this one. Great artwork again. And then more artwork on the back. This was released via Transcending Obscurity. I think they do some good death metal releases, that label. They're a Finnish band with an ex-member of Hooded Menace, who I think is the bassist, Antti Putanen. Okay, in this so I think if you like Hooded Menace, actually really enjoy this record. And you've got the band members here on one panel. There's no booklet for this one, I think. It's all kind of, the lyrics are all, look at that. Lots of panels with all the lyrics, and I prefer them in a book, kind of separate booklet personally, but there you go. And the band members are on that panel there as well. You can see them there. There we go. That's their second full-length album, I believe, that one. So the third album and third CD I'm going to talk about was Pop's 6th studio album, Negative Spaces. Of course, this was produced by Jordan Fish, Bring Me the Horizon. I'm going to show off the artwork to you in a second. There you go. There's the front of the album. And on the back, you've got Poppy again. And you've got the track listing there. And then actually on the inside, this is kind of a card sleeve album. And you've got the album title there on one of the inside panels. And then Poppy. Got to say, she looks pretty amazing in this artwork. I think the photography was really quite something actually here. Don't know what she's bathing in. It kind of looks like it's sort of strange liquid with streaks of ink in it or something there. I don't know if that kind of represents a sort of negative space or her cleansing herself of negativity. Those are just guesses. I don't actually know, of course, what the artwork is kind of representing there. But yeah, great album. Really, really have enjoyed this one from 2024. Was my number 10 on my end of year list as well. And some of my favourite tracks on this release include the likes, I mean, there are so many on this album. I really like They're All Around Us, Crystallized, The Center's Falling Out, Nothing, Surviving on Defiance, Halo at the end is pretty cool as well. Just lots of great stuff on this latest Poppy release. Next up, we have got Winter Philith and The Imperious Horizon, a late discovery for me in 2024. It was one of the albums I actually missed and included on the video of albums I missed. But again, stunning artwork on this one. Kind of wintry landscape there with mountain tops. That kind of typical black metal font for Winter Philith as well. Their logo, I guess, right? There you go. There's more on the back with the track listing on the back. We like that. I like tracks listed on the back of albums. Got the booklet here, which will, I think, include all the lyrics. Don't know if we've got the band member pictures. We've not got pictures of the band members. I like to have pictures of the band members as well. There's the booklet. Here you go. Just give you a taster. There's some of the lyrics. I'm not going to show you that for too long. There you go. And you kind of got these kind of, there you go, there's this gentleman looking mean and ready. The inside there, there's great stuff there. Winter Philith is, it kind of just has their initials, their first name, then their surnames. But you've got C. Norton on vocals and rhythm guitar, S. Lucas on drums, N. Warwick, bass guitar, acoustic guitar, backing vocals, M. Deeks on keyboards, backing vocals and string arrangements. Some great string arrangements, actually, I have to say, on this record. R. Dobson on lead guitar and backing vocals as well. Really good album, really atmospheric. You know, lots of that tremolo guitar sound. But it's, like I said, I think in my video talking about this as an album I missed, I think it's just built up really, really well. And there is enough variation for me, personally, I think, on the album to keep it interesting. And I think my favourite track, I said, was Like Brimming Fire. But actually now, having listened to this album a few more times, I actually think the Imperious Horizon, the title track, is fantastic. And some really kind of has a proggy feel to it, that one as well. So I really enjoy that one. So next up, I've got two albums here, which, again, this was a late discovery for me. This band, I discovered them very late in the year through Hammerheart Metal Reviews and Belgian Jasper. Of course, I'm talking first about their second album, though, not their third album, which was the album I missed last year. I'm going to talk about their second album first, Emerald Seas. And again, great artwork here. Sorry, there's a bit of glare on this jewel case cover there. And then on the back, you've got the band members and the track listing. There you go, all kind of standing there. Typical kind of metal photo, I think, on the back there. And then you're going to see the booklet here that we've got with the album artwork once again. I like the way the lyrics are laid out in this one, actually, very cool. And actually this one's got the band members, photos of each of the band members. Adrian Cowan, vocals, keyboards and orchestration. Jack Costo on guitars for this one. Peter Dorena for electric upright and fretless bass as well. I think those three band members were also on The Fortress Called Home, but you had Chris Davis on the drums for this one as well. There they all are for this album. Not sure you can see that all that well. There we go. Let's move on to A Fortress Called Home, which was their third full-length. So Emerald Seas was their second full-length, A Fortress Called Home. This next one was their third full-length. Again, fantastic album artwork. Love that. Good track listing on the back there as well. Just three band members for this record. Now, actually, I learned something really interesting about Seven Spires earlier. For those of you that watch Banger TV, the YouTube channel, and remember or know Dylan Gowan from that, he has recently just joined, I think, as the permanent drummer for Seven Spires. How amazing is that? I was just really interested in that earlier. I only found that earlier today. But yeah, Dylan Gowan has recently joined Seven Spires. Now, not for this album, not for A Fortress Called Home. There's the booklet. And there you go, there's Adrienne, Peter and Jack. There's just about, you can see that there on the back of the CD booklet. All the lyrics of this one are on the inside. Oh, actually, there's also some great artwork here on the inside as well. Don't want to miss that. Look at this, fabulous stuff there. Look at that. You've also got a little bit of an animation there. It's like a... What's we got in here? It's like a corridor with the band members as portraits on the walls. Look at that. Pretty cool stuff as well. Try not to get too much glare on the booklets. More pictures of other people involved in the album actually here. Look at that. There we go. As I say, great album. And maybe I should mention, actually, I only mentioned the last track as my favourite in my little talk I did about it for the Albums I Missed video. But this has got so many really fabulous songs on it. I mean, you've got stuff like Almost Town, it's kind of a power metal tinge track. Love Souvenir, which is a really interesting, the way that track builds up. And you get these incredible vocal highs from singer Adrienne. It's just a fantastic song. I really also like Where Sorrows Bear My Name. Really interesting song, that one. And The Old Hurt of Being Left Behind. Again, that's kind of like the icing on the cake. Very emotional track, but the icing on the cake for this particular record, I'd say. So that's Seven Spires, A Fortress Called Home. Now I'm going to talk about a classic band, but one of their later albums from 2012. This is Paradise Lost and Tragic Idol. I got this as a Christmas gift, this one. It's an album I've been wanting for a while because I think it's one of their more underrated albums, and also it has great production from producer Jens Bogren. So there's Tragic Idol, there's the front cover. Again, pretty cool artwork for that one. It's a very gothic sounding album, this one. I like Paradise Lost when they're kind of a bit melodic, actually, and I think this is what this album is. And Nick Holmes, the singer, sounds absolutely brilliant on this record. Kind of reminds me a bit of how he sounded on Draconian Times. Possibly my favourite Paradise Lost album, that one. But I think this is a really underrated one. Probably would be pretty high up if I ever do a Paradise Lost ranking on the channel. I'm trying to get the booklet out, but I've already broken the jewel case of this one in transit from when I was coming back from Colchester. Sadly, I've slightly ruined the CD case. I need to get a new one, I think, for this one. It's going to take me a while to get it back together there, so I'm not going to bother. So here you go. Pictures of all the band members are on the inside cover in this. Look, there we go. Great stuff. You've got the lyrics. Just an example of what the lyrics look like on the inside booklet. Getting a little bit of glare from my lights here, apologies. Yeah, that is a great album, and I really enjoy Fear of Impending Hell, Honesty in Death, In This Sweet World. Some really great sounding gothic doom. Love it. Absolutely up my street, that one. Last, I'm going to talk about Unleash the Archers on the channel once again. They are another new discovery for me, though. I only discovered, rather like with Seven Spires, with Poppy, I only discovered Unleash the Archers last year in 2024, but pretty much have loved everything I've heard from them so far, this being one of the albums, apart from Phantoma. Of course, the elephant in the room is that Phantoma was my album of the year last year. This is Apex. This is excellent. This is really great stuff. More kind of pure power metal than their latest release, Phantoma, but no less good. In fact, it's probably even better than Phantoma, in fairness. It's really great. So yeah, I'm kind of on a bit of a trip with Unleash the Archers at the moment. Let's get the CD booklet out because it's got pictures of the band members as well for this one. So try and get this out. Again, try not to do damage. Come on, Green Man, sort yourself out. Here we go. So first up, we've got Grant Truesdell on guitars. Next up, we've got Nico Whitworth on bass for this one. Here we go. We got Brittany Slays on vocals. We have got Andrew Kingsley also on guitars. quite enjoy his guitar work from what I've heard, I think. And Scott Buchanan on drums, big fan of his drumming, I think, based on, again, what I've heard from this band so far. So there we go, that's the last record. And I think that this album has 3 really great tracks at the end of it. I think that's Earth and Ashes, Call Me Immortal, and Apex, the title song at the end. It's really, really excellent stuff. Can't stress enough. Unleash the Archers, great discovery for me this year. And yeah, looking forward to whatever they release in the future. So that's it, those are my CDs. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, do drop a like and a sub. It really supports me and what I do on this channel, encourages me to do more videos of this kind. But anyway, let me know if you've been buying any CDs lately. Maybe you buy vinyl or even cassettes. We love physical media, I think, in this community, and I love CDs particularly. But yeah, if you love vinyl as well, let me know just what you've been getting over the Christmas period. Drop that in the comments. Otherwise, from me, until next time, it is bye for now.